All right, for reaction now to this story, we'll bring in Paul Chabot. He's a former White House senior advisor. Paul, thanks so much for coming on. I'm sure you were listening to that report. Just overall thoughts on this White House pushing for federalizing elections, as Republicans are dubbing it.
Look, I think it's an extremely dangerous slippery slope here for the federal government to begin to push this. Look, we know that they follow models of the left. And I genuinely tell people across this country to simply look at what is happening in California today. That example could very well be baked into the federal proposal and impact this country very negatively. And what does California do? They have what is called ballot harvesting. Well, first off, anybody can get a mail-in ballot at their house. In fact, everybody receives a ballot at their house, regardless now. And anybody can go by and pick up those ballots and then submit them. And that opens up a huge opportunity for fraud. And so we've got to be very cautious when the federal government looks at controlling more and more things in America and the dangerous slippery slope of what we see already in California.
Is there a problem with our election system? I mean, more people voted in the 2020 election than ever before. Where's the argument?
You know, I think this is simply an opportunity for the Democrats to look at their polling numbers and to try to motivate their base, because they have consistently railed against the Republican Party and against Trump. And their polling must show that this is good for them to try to turn out their base, which we know is going to be a very poor year for Democrats in 2022. So I think this is their strategy, their tactic. This is what they're going to rail upon, and they're going to try to convince independents across this country that we need to reform our voting laws, where, in fact, if anything, we need to make sure that our voting laws are safe and secure, especially in blue areas or counties where we know that there are problematic issues.
We have other